You're right, this isn't the power rankings. I'm doing the preview first. We've only got 3 games, and they all start really early. So the earlier I have this preview up, good morning, Europe. Earlier I have this video up, better. At 12:30 Eastern, so that's noon-ish Eastern, 9:30 in the morning Pacific, the Pittsburgh Penguins will be playing against the Washington Capitals. So 32-14-5 is the overall record of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Over their last 10, they're 7-3. They've been mostly excellent. Whereas the Washington Capitals, 35-12-5, over their last 10, they've been 7-3. They've been mostly excellent. I can't think of a better matchup to have on Super Bowl Sunday, so the schedule makers did something excellent with this one. Rust, 37 games played, 22 goals, 23 assists, 45 points. As I did something interesting for this preview for tomorrow, I looked at players who've missed time with injury or maybe as healthy scratches on occasion, just to point out how some teams have missed some big players. Crosby, 23 games played, 9 goals, 19 assists, 28 points. Hornquist, 34 games, 11 goals, 9 assists, 20 points. And Schultz, who recently came back from injury, 28 games, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points for the Pittsburgh Penguins. On the Washington side, not as many players who've missed as many games. Backstrom, 44 games, 10 goals, 30 assists, 40 points. Kempny, 42 games, 3 goals, 13 assists, 16 points. Hagelin, 41 games, 4 goals, 10 assists, 14 points. And Panik, 42 games played, 7 goals, 5 assists, 12 points. Worthy of note, the bigger names are the ones that have missed for Pittsburgh. That's why Mike Sullivan's seen by many as Coach of the Year. The next meeting these teams will have will be February 23rd in Washington. This is their first meeting this year. Again, some excellent scheduling of sorts. When they're going to play each other 4 times, you'd like to see them play earlier than with 30 games left, but I guess that's what happens. So we'll see where this one ends up. Also tomorrow, starting at 2 o'clock Eastern, 11 in the morning Pacific, Columbus is in against the Montreal Canadiens. So Montreal may very well start Carey Price 2 games in a row in 2 days because he played pretty well today. But the Columbus Blue Jackets come in 27-16-9. Elvis is starting this one, I believe. That's why Kivlenek started today. 8-1-1 is the record for Columbus in their last 10. They've been excellent. Montreal's 24-22-7 now. Over their last 10, they're 6-4. If they're legitimately going to get back into this race, they have to win this one tomorrow. They have to win 6 or 7 in a row for Montreal to legitimately be back in the race. Now, players who've missed time, you don't have a problem finding those with Columbus. The problem is finding guys missed time who are in the lineup right now. Bjorkstrand, 39 games played, 17 goals, 11 assists, 28 points. Atkinson, 40 games played overall, 12 goals, 14 assists, 26 points. I wanted to have Gerby on the board because he's played 16 games, 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points, and he was an excellent fill-in for them, for the most part. And Murray, who has had problems staying healthy throughout his career for the most part, 24 games, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. And much like what Vancouver's usually gone through with Tanev so far this year, no problem with it, but it does get kind of frustrating because you know which pairing you want him on, and then he's hurt. On the Montreal side, Gallagher, 43 games played, 17 goals, 17 assists, 34 points. He's been excellent since coming back from injury. Armia, 40 games played, 13 goals, 12 assists, 25 points. Jonathan Drouin stands out. I know he's not in this game. He hasn't played for a long time, but 19 games, 7 goals, 8 assists, 15 points. If you want to get into the what might have happened category, if Drouin doesn't get hurt, does Kovalchuk play? Kovalchuk in 11 games, 5 goals, 4 assists as a member of the Montreal Canadiens with 9 points. So would they have been seeking Kovalchuk if not for Drouin being out of the lineup? And others as well, but it starts with Jonathan Drouin. So that was an interesting way of looking at it from Montreal's point of view. These teams met November 12th in Montreal. Montreal won that one in a shootout, 3-2. They also won they met November 19th in Columbus. Columbus won that one 5-2. So this is the third and final matchup between these two teams. I don't know. I kind of like Montreal in this one, but we'll see. Because with Elvis in net, Elvis does do miracle working kind of things in that net for Columbus. Vancouver will be in against Carolina. So if you're looking for hometown hockey tomorrow, here's your games. And they're on early. Hometown hockey's really early tomorrow. Same time as the Montreal game starts. That's 11 o'clock in the morning Pacific and 2 p.m. Eastern. And again, if you're wondering why these games are so early, it's because they want them over with before the start of the Super Bowl. Nobody's going to be watching hockey instead of the Super Bowl. I would, but nobody else will. 30-18-4 is the record of the Vancouver Canucks over their last 10. They've been 7-3. Much like Washington, much like Pittsburgh, excellent record for the Vancouver Canucks. They've won 5 in a row as well. So they're looking to make it 6 in against Carolina, who are 29-19-3 and suddenly out of the playoffs. They're 5-4-1 in their last 10. And there has to be some concern right now when it comes to Carolina, but are we going to make the playoffs? When looking for players who've missed time for Vancouver, Edler, 42 games, 4 goals, 17 assists, 21 points. Sutter, 27 games, 6 goals, 4 assists, 10 points. I don't know why people don't like Sutter. I really don't. I like Sutter. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I do. I think he's a good player. Roussel, 24 games, 5 goals, 3 assists, 8 points. Like him too. And Ferland, who's missed most of the season. 14 games, 1 goal, 4 assists when he did play. Who knows when he's coming back? If he's coming back, concussions are a problem. On the Carolina side of things, Howla, 31 games played, 11 goals, 8 assists, 19 points. Martinuk, 35 games played, 2 goals, 9 assists, 11 points. Williams, since returning from not retirement, 3 games, 2 goals, and 1 assist, 3 points for him. Watch for him against the Canucks tomorrow to do something. Hamilton stands out as a guy who, for a team that's been healthy most of the year, and Carolina really has, it's hard to find big-name players who've missed time. Hamilton, having been out for a while now, 4 games I believe he's missed so far. 47 games, 14 goals, 26 assists, 40 points. That's hard to make up. Really, really hard to make up. These teams met December 12th in a game that was completely and totally without any kind of controversy. Vancouver won in overtime over Carolina, 1-0 in a game where Carolina definitely didn't score a goal that should have counted and didn't. And ta-da, here we are. So if Carolina wants to get revenge, this is their chance tomorrow to do it. And for Vancouver, I would totally understand if they had kind of a letdown after coming out of New York today. This is kind of a rough back-to-back for them, and they're back-to-back early games. So hopefully they're able to come out and win that 6th in a row, but if they don't, I'm completely understanding of that, and Carolina should be the one desperately in need of a victory. So there you go. You guys are all set for tomorrow's games. Now I got to get the power ranking set up. Let me know your winners and all that in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.